To downsize or not to downsize? That is the question. Hello everyone, welcome to the Carolina Photography Podcast, episode number 4. My name is Jaeger Yancey Tedder for CarolinaPhotography.net. I am, of course, a photographer for that website and that business. And on today's show, we will discuss downsizing photos and why it's such a good thing, especially for those of you who use PhotoBucket and Flickr. And also, I have a bunch of notes. Oh, wait a minute. That's like a new game. I use the word also. Every time I say also, I don't know, make up your own rules. So also on today's show, we will discuss a little website we came across called Animoto.com and why that kind of falls into today's topic of downsizing. Also, we will discuss what is hidden on the Carolina Photography DVD, which I thought would be a very long ongoing segment as far as what's hidden on that DVD, but I'm starting to wonder how much further can we drag that out. No, at least 2 or 3 more episodes. There's a pretty good bit of stuff that's hidden on there. Before we go any further, though, I just want to say, any questions, comments, good or bad, any suggestions, anything you want to say, set up appointments, email me. Don't hesitate. Please don't be shy. We're trying to grow our community, our online base. Email me, tedderyeager@yahoo.com, TEDDERYEAGER @yahoo.com. And if you get a second, folks, please go to iTunes, rate us, leave a comment there. Also on Podomatic.com. Carolina's Photography is the search words to put in to find us on all those things. Please leave us some kind of comment. Give us some rankings of some sort. A little bit of love. We would really, really greatly appreciate it. All right, moving on. First order of business, we've got to discuss. The website for CarolinaPhotography.net is in a beta form right now. What that means is we're upgrading it, updating it, trying to make it better. And right now it might seem sort of janky in some areas, but that's because we've been installing a bunch of cool features. I have a laundry list of things that we're trying to put into CarolinaPhotography.net. Also, our sister site, Jaegershots.com, my personal little piece of the web, that has been getting a very heavy, super heavy makeover. And it almost doesn't quite resemble what it was, and we're still trying to get direction on that. But there's no doubt that the clear focus is CarolinaPhotography.net, and we will be adding features constantly. You can probably go there now and see the podcast being fed in through the Podomatic website. That just helps with performance issues. A lot of you were telling me that the QuickTime just couldn't get it to work and didn't want to download too much extra software. Okay, so this is now Flash-based, runs a ton better, and we will also be installing a PayPal option, so you can order some t-shirts and things of that nature. And what I'm thinking of, if you do order tees, you will be discounted for any photography package. That I feel confident in saying will happen because I talked about it. The general rule is don't talk if A, you have something to talk about, and B, if it's concrete. This is going to be concrete. Stick around for that. We will have details on why you should care about our apparel from YS Screen Printing on CarolinaPhotography.net. So, one more thing. CP DVD, the Carolina Photography DVD, we have a hidden feature on there. If you want to check out our DVD, if you haven't already, and if you've ever had photos taken with us, you're probably already featured on this thing. It is a tool to view our photos full size on your TV monitor. Go into the main menu, you'll see a contact information screen, and in that contact information screen we'll have the indicator button will start on the back button to back out to the main menu. But if you press to the left, and let's see here, to the left or to the right or up and down on the contact information screen, you will be taken to a hidden button that will show off some baby photos and the likes of things that are sort of done by us, but then again really aren't. It's kind of tricky. A lot of the background stuff and indoors things, we're location photography, but we have the capability to do some studio setups, but that gets sort of iffy. So that's why these things aren't really featured. You know, it's one of those low profile type deals. We try to be able to photograph some of any kind of way of photographing. And studio things are different beasts. Outside's a different beast. It's an animal into itself. weddings, definitely. I mean, those are all just the modeling stuff. Those can be so different. Sure, they're all photography, but the rules and criteria and what to expect and how they operate can change up wholeheartedly. So, this is just showing off another side of our photography abilities with CarolinaPhotography.net. So that's our hidden feature on the Carolina Photography DVD. If you want to take a look at that, please email me, TedderYager at yahoo.com, or through the CarolinaPhotography.net website, and you can check all that stuff out there, and we will gladly put one in the mail for you. It's absolutely free, and we work really hard on it, so please take a look at it. So, on to our main topic, to downsize photos. Reason why you will want to downsize pictures. Let me just go ahead and say what this is. If you shoot photos in your full size, full quality on your digital camera, and the picture might say something like, I don't know, 2,000 by 1,000, some general number like that. Reason you might want to downsize that is because it's going to be a quicker upload to your Facebooks and MySpaces of the world, your Flickrs, and a smaller photo will also make it tougher for anyone to pull any pictures down that you don't want them to get, and upload them other places. Now, they still might be good for putting on other websites, but they won't be able to get any prints off of or do anything really large full size with. And depending on how much you downsize them, they might not really even be too suitable for putting on other websites. Also, some sites, let's get the A word again. Some websites will have you sign up for your terms of service where there's nothing you can do about it, and they will just have control of some of your pictures and things like that. So if you're unable to label photos a certain way or watermark them, which is something we'll talk about in future shows, downsizing can be a pretty good, really your only offense against your photos getting out in the hands of people you don't really want them to get into. Of course, there's always the private settings on all those social networking sites. That's totally an option as well. But when you downsize, a good size is probably going to be something under 1 megabyte. I always say shoot full size, to get your prints, but you kind of might want to think about where your photos are going to go when you're taking them. If you're just taking them with your camera, by all means, do shoot full size. Unless you have some specific reason to shoot in a smaller format, shoot full size so you can get your pictures blown up, things like that. And looking over here at this side, for a lot of PC users, this gets kind of tricky because so many different applications. But I can give you a generalization. In your preference setting, in your upper left-hand corner on your computer screen, you might be able to adjust, and it might say something like best quality, lowest quality. That is going to tie into exactly what I'm talking about as far as downsizing photos goes. Or in an export screen, you might see that option. It's just a very broad generalization. Please look for it. Mac users using the iPhoto, most likely they're using iPhoto. You file and export. With the new latest update in iLife, it's even easier to export photos with the small, medium, as well as large. And another thing you can do is do it manually, where say your screen is 1024 by 720. That's just the measurements of the screen, and as it relates to the screen size. You can adjust photos by those numbers by actually going by height and width. Then you will be able to put pictures on your desktop that fit perfectly. They won't be too large or stretched out in a bad way. You can size photos up using this very same method. So that's just something to play around with. So we're almost out of time right now. I gotta say, we've come across something on the web that we like. As far as downsizing goes, you've used your Flickrs, you've used your Facebooks and MySpace, which you can also be part of our little communities on that too, CarolinaPhotography.net. Go there to get links to that. We've come across something called Animoto.com, which will organize photos in a very, very cool new way. Sure, all of them have the PhotoCast or whatever they want to call it, where they'll make little slideshows, but this is really cool because the slideshows change almost every single time you load photos, and you can remix pictures and add music. 30 seconds of video, and they look nothing like you've seen before. Actually, Jagershots.com has this featured on the YS page after you click the Enter Here section on Jagershots.com, so check that out if you get a chance. And that's going to do it for us. My name is Jaeger Yancey for CarolinaPhotography.net. we will be back in approximately 2 weeks, hopefully with bigger and better details for you. So everyone take care. Until next time.